3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the run game.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
The Panthers have 4-8 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Young under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Prescott. To the sideline, and it's caught. But boy, he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Powers through him.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Pushes him over. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Young on 3rd down.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Play action now. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Knight, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you're trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
It's Young on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and 10, Young. That's going to be caught. It's Sheldon. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Young to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. LaVista Sheldon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Prescott now from the 50. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Patterson now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Young off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Young. Oh,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on second down, Prescott
swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Young looks to throw on first down.
There's another one complete to Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Zonovan Knight.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll run on first down. It's Knight, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Zonovan Knight,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try and run it here. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
And out now come the Cowboys.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. When we talk about defenders, specifically the linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. We had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Prescott on first down. James has got it. Complete. Fights through and now a crease.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Richie James, 50 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 20.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He plays out the challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Young on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
They go play action. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for Carolina.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... And we're back now in Charlotte. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I gotta think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. I know it sounds crazy. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. It's got a little play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
That throw by Young incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Fielded right around the 8. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading them out. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield.
Oh, Young loses it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and goal. Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
1st and 10, Young. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
To try again after the sack, Young.
That's going to be caught. It's Shenault.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. 23 yards the pickup there. Again, it's Young. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, to put my defensive cap on right now, I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 2nd and 10, Young. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and even playing on the road.